Lauren, how are you?
Hi, I am here.
Yay! Oh my gosh, my friend, I hope you're feeling better.
Getting better a little bit at a time, but still trying to stop the spread.
Well, we missed you yesterday. I just nonstop talked and ran around the studio, but we missed you so much. But I'm so excited that you're here today with us because, oh my gosh, I just got off the Cha-Ching Challenge call, and oh my goodness, y'all, if you're not already a part of Passive Earner Society, I mean, I just want to encourage you all, if you've been curious about what we're doing, this has been the most impactful, fruitful year for so many members of our community. We just got off a little more than a 30-day challenge called the Cha-Ching Challenge. And Lauren, we celebrated
Yes.
10 unbelievable, the top 10 in the group. Every single person had hundreds and hundreds of sales. I just wanted to share some stats. I have
That's
some notes here.
amazing.
I literally cannot believe it, just how many people crushed it this season. Our number one winner of the Cha-Ching Challenge created over 461 sales. So congratulations.
What?
Lauren, she
That's
created,
insane. Like my brain right now is like, what?
Lauren, guess how much money? Like, don't even try to do quick math, but in a little more than 30 days, I want to say it was like 35 days or something. Um, she created 461 sales, and we track everything. Like, if you or someone here, like, this is a very small container, we track every single person. Like, we know where you're at in the program. But Lauren, how much money do you think she would have created during this challenge?
Well, at 461, if we're doing quick math, I'm gonna
I
say
said,
close
don't
to
do quick math. Just tell me what you think.
$4,500.
She created over $17,000.
What?
I I can't even believe it. I just having that call and getting to celebrate so many people making money from their passion has just set me on fire. And to be here at this call today, to get ready for what we're doing and releasing today, is just such a serendipitous moment. And we're so proud. This specific client is teaching for the first time ever. We have a student teaching at Etsy Effect, and
Oh,
she created $57,000 in less than 8 months with a brand new Etsy shop.
that is mind-boggling to
I
me.
can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. So, any of you
No.
on the sidelines, any of you that are here, and it is so much fun. So, um, if you have no idea what you want to sell, I think someone was commenting that. Um, Come to the Etsy Effect. It's unbelievable. She's teaching a class. I'm so excited. Our runner up, created over 361 sales. Our third place created 347 sales. Fourth place, 273. Fifth place, 190. Like, and it just kept on
That's
going. So
crazy.
unbelievable, unbelievable,
I
everything.
mean, it was one of those things that it just created success after success
Yeah,
after success for so many
so amazing.
people.
Yeah. And I think it's a really awesome serendipitous moment because what we're talking about today, what we're releasing today, and what you're go teach and what I'm going to make and bring it all together really stemmed from our Passive Earner Society community and really wanting to help people design and create at a higher level, which is why today Lauren and I are so excited to pull back the curtain and share with you all that the visual design certification is going to be out today. So we're so
Yes.
excited. Yes,
Yes.
we're so
So we
excited.
are officially releasing our visual design certification course. You all have heard us talk about this. This is something that we have. I honestly feel like it is a course that is going to truly help transform you all, whether you are wanting to sell or not. It is going to transform you as creators, as designers, as people who have obviously you are a DIY person for a reason. But this is just going to help you take your DIY projects, like I said, whether you decide to sell or not. It is truly going to take it from here, from a just a standard like okay level to a truly
Yeah.
professional looking design.
Yeah.
And I feel very, very, very confident about this course. I feel like this is one of the better courses that we have created, um, because we are not teaching on one specific machine. We're not teaching on one specific program. We're not teaching on one specific thing. We are teaching you the basics, the foundational building blocks that you need to have those professional looking designs that will set you up for when you decide, hey, I'm ready to take this show on the road,
Yeah.
like I'm ready to start making money.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that is being taught in the design certification is those filters, which I know we'll get to and talk about. But what I'm so excited about this certification was when we were brainstorming how to truly certify someone in something like visual design, we were like, okay, how do we make this happen? And it came up that the best way to do this is actually being able to receive your submissions, like your homework assignments,
Mm-hmm.
critiquing those. So, what we're doing, which is why it's so important that you're either an active Passive Earner Society Plus member or you're an MGL Plus member, is you get to do the live experience with us. So, as long as you enroll in MGL Plus, because we brought back our box, we brought back everything just until tomorrow at midnight, you will be able to get in the room with us. You'll be able to craft with us for a full year. But what's even better is you're going to get the live experience of our visual design certification. We're so excited for this. And the live experience is taking place January 14th. That is the kickoff. And you will start getting to watch the curriculum, work on your homework, and start getting it submitted. And at the very end of this program, we have what is called a capstone. Have y'all ever have y'all ever remember back to college when you had capstone projects? We are giving you a capstone project like never before. I'm so excited. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
And one of the things with this course that is different than any other course that we have, I think we have created, is we have set this up for your success. So there are, in this visual design course, there are 7 different modules that you all are going to be going through. And at the end of each module, there is a homework submission. Now, can you go through all of it at one time? Sure, you can, but we do not want you to do that. How we have structured this course is that you take module 1, because we've also learned that you all like a lot of information in bite-sized pieces instead of
Yes.
a lot of things at once. So we want you to really go through module 1, take your time, truly understand that, submit your homework, and then we want you to receive the feedback from your homework submission first so that you can know, okay, I was doing this right, or I maybe wasn't doing this right. Let me tweak it here so that we can help you get that foundation set, because if you don't have that good foundation, then everything later on is just going to end up crumbling. So we
Yeah.
want you to go through the first module, submit your homework, come to the live coaching calls that we're going to be having, ask your questions, get involved, because I promise you it is 100,000% going to be worth it.
And listen, here's what I want to tell y'all. Like, you want to be able to do the visual design certification, even if you have no intent on selling, because you're going to be able to gift with confidence, design with confidence, truly have a really amazing, amazing, like setup in design. You're going to understand things so much better. It's going to be epic. So if you're actively in MGL Plus, you automatically get this program. We will be selling this individually in the future. But as long as you enroll by tomorrow at midnight, it's included in MGL Plus. So after tomorrow at midnight, it will not be for going forward in MGL Plus, because it has so much homework and submissions and things like that. It'll be a multi-$1,000 investment to get our eyes on your critiques, to walk you through the visual design, to do everything together. Is a very, hands-on experience. So if you want to get the most and pay the least and get that live experience, to do the capstone with us, to get your homework submissions and so much more, you want to say yes to MGL Plus today. And we're so excited. So yes, all current members do get this. Someone asked the difference between Passive Earner Society and MGL, the membership. So MGL Plus is our membership where you get all our courses. And then Passive Earner Society is for people that are ready to build a passive and automated Etsy shop, whether you want to do print on demand, physical items, or digital downloads. You get paired with a one-on-one coach. You get, coaching calls. You get access to our full curriculum, and so much more. It's a very robust, small kind of mastermind group program where we work with you. Where Maker's Gonna Learn is all about crafting. Um, in Passive Earner Society, it's all about selling those designs and crafts. So, yeah, how is anything you would add on to that, Lauren?
As far as the difference between Maker's Gonna Learn and Passive Earners, no, I think
Yeah.
that a lot of people that find us, they start out with our Maker's Gonna Learn because most people are gonna be, I just want to keep this DIY stuff. Like this is my
Yeah.
release. Like this is where I find joy. I don't want to make it something to where, I feel like I have to rely on it. So a lot of people start out with Maker's Gonna Learn and then quickly realize how easy you can make money with your creativity because not everyone
Yeah.
in the world is creative. So that is where and why we then have built Passive Earner Society, because there are so many people out there like you all that, you know, want to bring in that extra income because you have this gift of creativity. So why not try to make something? Why not try to help you and your family and make some money with it? So
Yeah.
that's
I
why that's the difference. Maker's Gonna Learn is going to be for more so the hobbyists.
Yes.
Passive earners is for when you are ready, not if, but when you are ready to make money with your creativity.
Yeah. Which brings us to, I am so excited, Lauren, because you're going to be walking us through like design principles in real life today, which I'm so excited
Yes.
about to learn some of these. We designed this specific sweatshirt to give to a lot of our students that decided to join us for a second year of curriculum and for coming to our in-person offices for 3 intensives next year. So if you apply to work with us and you want to go ahead and ask about how to come to any of those events. We have our Passive Earner Summit coming up and so much more. We designed this and gave this to everyone, but we thought, how fun would it be to design a crafty one? So Lauren's go guide us through exactly in real time how to kind of let these skills process and build. And it's so awesome. So just to clarify, if you're active member of Passive Earner Society, private coaching, or you are in MGL Plus, you get this program completely free. So it is included with your enrollment. So Lauren, I am going to hand it off to you and
Perfect.
to this teaching. Yay!
Let's go. Okay, guys. So today we are really going to be focusing on, although we are learning, there's a lot of things that you all are going to be learning throughout this course. But to kind of give you a little bit of an idea on where our hearts were, we wanted to show you how we like to run a design. I won't say through filters, but there are 6 main design principles that we want you to really learn. This is going to be the foundational blocks for you. And this is what we want you to learn. And through this process today, I hope you can kind of see the vision of all of this. So the 6, just to start out with, the 6 design principles, building block designs principles, is going to be contrast number 1, alignment number 2, balance is going to be number 3, repetition, proximity, and hierarchy. Now, what those are, we will go into a lot more detail here in a few minutes. But I'm going to share my screen. Give me just a second. And I want to share more than just this window. Whoa! Hold on. Let's try this one. I don't want to just share this window. I did this earlier. Nope.
You want to share the entire screen?
I'm trying to share everything. Let's go to stop sharing. And let's try one more time. I did this earlier with Brooks, and I'm trying to share my Cricut screen.
Yay.
Oh, allow to share screen, share entire screen. Beautiful. This is what I need. Okay. Can you see my screen? My Cricut
We're
screen.
hearing no. I'm hearing no.
No, that's
Uh,
weird. Allow to share screen, share entire screen.
hold on one second. Yeah, we're adding it to the yay. Okay, perfect.
Now you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. So, although this is not exactly what we are going to be creating today, I wanted to show you this. So the sweatshirt that Tanner showed you is one that we created for our passive earners people who decided to add another year with us, but we thought we can do this for our crafty people, right? So I'm going to take this design, but we are going to kind of run it through these design principles and make it better. I'm not saying that this is a terrible design, but this design can be better for a few different reasons. So, the first design principle is going to be contrast. When you are thinking of contrast, this makes your key elements pop. So, contrast can be things like light versus dark, thick versus thin, so many things. So, right off the bat, and Tanner, I'm going to need you to tell me because I can't see comments and everything else. What is the one thing on this screen that you all are seeing that shows a good representation of contrast?
Ooh, put it in the chat.
Put
What
it in the
is on
chat,
screen? Do you want to
please.
zoom in on it just for a second, a little bit
Yeah.
more?
So let's
Um,
zoom in. I'll zoom in
yeah.
on this side here. There we go. So, which one is there anything on this screen that shows you there is contrast? Is
Let's
anybody
see.
putting anything in the chat?
Not yet. There's a little bit of a lag. So people are
Okay.
putting yes in the chat and they say got it. But yeah, put in the chat like what is showing contrast here. And if you're like, you have no idea what that means, this is a great representation that you need the visual design certification. Brian says checkerboard pattern, the checkerboard. Someone says light versus dark.
Okay. What I was thinking of that shows a good representation of contrast is going to be this right here where we have the crafting obsessed because our crafting
Mm,
is a thick font versus a thin font. So this is showing the contrast between these two, making the word crafting because this whole design is mainly about crafting, the main focal point. Now, this still needs a lot of balancing, a lot of other things, but this is kind of the representation that I was wanting you all to pick out of the contrast and how you can pair certain things together to create that contrast. Now, we're also going to create contrast depending on the colors that we choose. So I'm going to go ahead and change this. I know we're putting this on a brown
yeah.
sweatshirt. So when we are thinking about making a physical product, this is not just about digital stuff. You also have to think about your physical products that you are creating as well. You are also going to create contrast with your colors. So I
Yeah.
had that set to black, but if we are putting it on a brown sweatshirt, it just looks muddy because there is not enough contrast. So we have to choose the color kind of based on our blank that we're putting it on, especially if you are doing fit like act you're creating it. So let's change all of this to white and see if that makes the contrast better. And that to me feels like, okay, we are moving in the right direction. That one,
Yeah.
that color is so much better than black on that brown. So
Mm,
that is the contrast that we are looking for, not just colors. We want
okay.
to do, sorry,
Oh, no, I'm digging it. I'm loving what
sorry,
I'm
I thought
picking
I
up what you're
heard
putting
somebody
down.
talking. I was like making sure I wasn't speaking over you all.
No, you
So
do hear me talking. I'm just
okay. So that's what I'm talking about with contrast. And when you are creating your design, you have to put everything like get it all visually the way that you, as close to your final product as you want, so that you know when you are cutting things out that it's going to be correct. You know what I mean? So,
love it.
next up, that I really want to talk about is going to be balance. So balance is one of the things that, and balance and hierarchy can kind of go hand in hand. So, in case you didn't know, hierarchy is the way that we want to guide the eye. So, you want to start out with the most important piece as the largest and then moving on down so that you guide the eye to kind of make your design make sense. So, right now, the hierarchy of this design to me is a little off, as well as the balance. I want you all to put in the chat, why do you think the balance of this design is off?
Ooh, why do you think the
And
balance is
let's just
on?
do this one right here. Let's leave this out of, let me just move this over. I want
Okay.
you all to put in the chat, why do you think the balance of this design is off? Or do you think it is balanced? Tanner, do you have a good idea?
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I don't hate it.
Right? It's not that this design looks bad. Let me be clear. This design does not look terrible, but it can be better.
Yeah.
So let me know what people in the chat say.
Ooh, someone says the scissors are too big compared to the text. It needs to be in thirds. It's heavy. There's not a main focal point. Ooh, I like
I'm
that.
loving all of this.
Love that. Scissors are too big, too tall. It feels lopsided. Text is too large, top heavy. The bottom text
So,
seems off.
so you
White is
all are
too bright.
starting to understand why it is important that we balance our designs and have the hierarchy as it kind
Yeah.
of leading our eye. So you are right. And if you want to recreate this same design, just so you all know, this is all of these pieces, these elements are linked down below for you all. Just
Yay.
in case you are not aware, I can pop back over here and I will show you. You can see I was on the visual design course right here. The Maker's Gonna Learn website, if you want to recreate this with us, you can go and find the retro scissors. Is going to be the main or the image that we are using. And once again, I will show you quickly. Here is the image that we're using. It is also going to be linked down below for you all. To download that, you're just going to click this arrow pointing down to download. The other element that we are going to be using is going to be the checkered line element that's going to be underneath. That's what we have under the scissors. Now, if you don't like those retro scissors, you can find any other element on the Maker's Gonna Learn website.
We
Um,
actually encourage you to kind of play around with your own little pieces. So don't be like,
yes,
feel
we
free.
highly, highly encourage you to play around with your own pieces, find the fonts that you like. Here is the checkered line that we are using. Once again, not something that you have to use in your design because we're really focusing on design principles. But if you want to recreate this and do this along with us, I wanted to make sure you saw everything that we are using. And then the fonts that we are using, the first one is going to be the Cosmo font, which, by the way, we have some amazing new fonts on the website. I was looking
Yeah.
at earlier. This rock line would be really, really good with this design if you wanted to use that one. I really like that one, and I'm loving this Old Salem font right now.
Love.
Either way, anyway, Cosmo is the font that we are going to be using. Same way you're going to download a font, the same way that you do a cut file, you're going to click this arrow pointing down. The only difference is you do have to install that onto your computer before you can use it in Design Space. I have already done that just to kind of like make things a little more streamlined today, but I wanted to make sure you all saw that and are aware. But back to Design Space. After you have all of those elements downloaded, we are then going to start kind of playing around and making sure that we have our design perfect, right? So, what I am going to do to make sure that we have it all sized properly as well, I'm just going to go ahead and bring a shape into Design Space just to represent the area. And we are putting this on the back of a sweatshirt. So in my opinion, I would think for the back of a sweatshirt, probably a 12 by 15 area, I think would be about, let's do 12 by 15. I think that would be a good size
Yeah.
for a shirt. Tanner, tell me if you
Yeah, I love that. I think it'll be
let's go
perfect.
ahead and change this to white, and let me change this guy to brown so it can represent the shirt. And then I'm going to move it all the way back so that we can kind of size everything properly, and we'll just zoom back in. Okay. So you all said the scissors were too large. It was unbalanced, and you all are exactly right. These scissors are very large. They need to be brought down just a little bit. It is not balanced either because we had our scissors on this side in my crafty era here, but it's missing something here. It's also, we have this element over on the left side, the text on the right. Now, if the text ended up being kind of like filling up this space, I can see it not being an issue, but you can see like it's just not working no matter what you're doing. So,
Yeah.
what we want to do, if I can lock this, I wish I could lock this to the back of the screen, but
Ooh, someone's asking, do the scissors and checkered line compete with each other, Lauren?
that's a great question. So, are you meaning like this compete with this?
I think
Now,
so.
I can see where you may think that, and I can see if, well, let's just play around with it. Once we get, but before we play around, I think what we need to do is really get our words and our verbiage set
Yeah.
first, and then we can kind of play around with it after that and add a few elements from there. I don't want, put a pin in that, Tanner, and we will come back to that.
Perfect.
So, kind of scrolling out so we can see the full picture. That is another big thing when we are designing. You must always do this and back out and back in, because a
Mhm.
design up close does not look the same as a design far away.
Yeah.
So we always are zooming in and coming back out and checking, making sure that it does look balanced. It isn't overcrowded on one side. So this needs to change. I think we need to put all of this in on one line. Number one, if you want my honest opinion, let's try it on one line.
Woohoo.
And then just quickly doing that, I feel like it's getting better. It's still not there. This is way too large. I think the font is way too large on this one. So I want to bring this down, which is also going to help with my balance, because my thoughts are is this needs to go all the way across the bottom
Yeah.
here so that it kind of just looks like part of the checker, because this is our quote unquote tagline for
Yeah.
our t-shirt. So when you're also thinking about hierarchy, we're guiding the attention. So this does not need to scream for attention down here. We don't want this piece of information to be larger or bolder or compete or take away from anything else, because it's kind of like a secondary element, meaning I could take this away and that design could still look good, right?
Yeah.
So our secondary elements need to be smaller. They need to be less prominent. So that is okay for this to hug up against that checkerboard, because it's not super noticeable, but it feels like it fits.
Love it.
The next thing that I really don't like for this one, I think that we're missing something on the sides. So when I feel like I'm missing something here, the first thing that I personally like to check is going to be, will a curved line help, or do I need to add actual elements over here?
Ooh.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try a curved line.
Do you always try curve first?
Not always. So if let's say I'm not trying a curve, let's just go back to 0. If I'm not trying a curve, and I feel like I need to, which I do like to also make sure, let's select this and the checker box. If I'm not doing a curve, I'm going to align all of this first. Hear me out. I'm going to align it to the left first to see how much room I have on the sides, because if I'm not curving, I want to keep everything square and aligned and kind of the same size, if that makes sense. So in my crafty area needs to be bigger for it to fit in that kind of that square alignment box. Did you all see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I'm going to select this, select, not going to, let's see, ask me about here, cha-ching, the checkered. I have a little bit room here. And then when I come up to in my crafty area, you see how it takes up all of that box?
Yes.
That means that it's all the same and it's all aligned. So if I wanted to keep it square, the first thing that I would do is I would go find like some little elements to put in these areas. So let me hop back over to the Makers Gonna Learn website, and let's just see. Initially, I was thinking we might do like some little twinkle stars or little accents.
Ooh, I think
I,
twinkle stars make everything look better.
I mean, I love the little twinkle stars.
Yes.
I do think we have them. These are the little twinkle stars that we have that I think I have them downloaded in Design Space. So let's go over here to our upload. We're going to view all. And then I want to go to uploaded. Let's do twinkle. Here they are. So we're just going to add those to the canvas real quick. We're going to go to view the canvas. Go to cancel. So here are our little twinkle stars. And if I were not, I don't know why that's not why that's showing up. If I were not wanting to curve, I would try this first, maybe even duplicate, and then we're going to flip it horizontally, which I do think that that helps. Do you all see how it kind of helps fill up space, but
Yeah.
not overpower the design?
Mm-hmm.
That's once again, that's going to be a personal preference. There are going to be some people that like this more than the curve, but it does make it feel a lot more balanced versus these not being there. Do y'all see the difference?
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and
Ooh.
duplicate. Let's
Love.
duplicate this. Let's move these over to the side. We've got this here. That way you all can see both the difference. So this one we're bringing in, we'll duplicate and flip it again. But this is kind of allowing you to fill in this area that feels, I don't know, just like empty, with some other elements without taking away from anything else. We could also duplicate and maybe even come in here and why is that not letting me contour? Oh, they're grouped together. Oh, so
Uh-oh.
I can just pick an individual one.
Cool.
Oh, perfect. That's even better, just to know that. You don't have to contour these out. We can just get rid of some of these if you wanted to play around with it, just to add a little bit more, but not necessary. So coming over here, let's say we wanted to curve it to try to fill in some of this area. What I would do is coming up here, we're going to kind of curve this down around our design. Do you see how it's starting to fill that in? And it
Yeah.
kind of makes those areas not look as empty. So that is going to be help balance things. It's going to distribute that visual weight. That's the whole thing with balance, is it's just distributing the visual weight. So whether you do that with smaller elements that do not take away from the design, or you do that with your text by curving it, either way, it feels more of a balanced design than it did before. Is everyone on the same page?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, in my opinion, I think no matter which one you choose, Tanner, and
Uh-huh.
this is the zoom out test, we'll do the zoom out test. They
Ooh.
both look great. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these designs. So I'm going to
Hmm.
leave them both in there for you
Okay.
to choose. Now, the
Okay.
last piece that we are going to be, this is going to be the front of our shirt.
Love.
Um, so you also want to, another key design element is going to be repetition. So repetition is going to really help build unity in your design, whether that is by repeating colors, repeating shapes, or consistency through your fonts. It's just going to help make it feel like a cohesive design. So if we had 4 different fonts on this, let's just say we randomly chose, let's go to one of our system fonts. Merit down there, we've got that one here, and we'll do this one here. Let me go ahead and grab so you all can see a little bit better. I'm just going to grab a shape and we'll put it over here in front of this Cha-Ching Obsessed, or Crafting Obsessed, my bad, so that we can see it a little bit better, and move it back. You can see if we have multiple fonts, although we may like them, it does not create that repetition and it looks like a
Mm.
disjointed, it
Right.
just does not look good. So you want to have that repetition in your design as well. So I'm going to go back and change this back to Cosmo.
Love.
And then we've kept this one, and then we got to change this one back to Cosmo as well. So you can see it just looks like it fits now.
Yes.
Now
Okay,
the
we just went ahead and added a poll.
oh,
So while you are watching Lauren do a little bit more, I just wanted to go ahead and decide which one we're making today. So if you're live with us, participate in the poll, and we'll talk about the results here in a little bit. Sorry, go ahead, Lauren.
no, perfectly fine. That's great because we are almost done
Woohoo!
um, with our design. So another thing, if you are creating something, and we're going to zoom into this one. Now, this one is going to be, this is on the front of the sweatshirt. So that's going to be like a chest, like right or left, like little chest piece that you're going to put. And then the other one is going to be on the back. So once again, we're going to really talk about um, balance here and alignment and how we can create that, and how you can put things together but still create that balance. So, as of right now, if we are looking at these two fonts together, which I really do like these fonts, but because we have Obsessed has a B and a D, it
Right.
doesn't, there's not a good place for you to really put this. So how we can create balance and kind of contrast in a way with these two is we are going to nestle them up together. First, I'm going to align them center and see where they are going to generally align. My only concern, because this is a perfect center alignment of these two. So my biggest concern is where this B and this A touch.
Uh-huh.
If we were to create, let's say, an offset and create that contrast or create that separation or that space, I'm afraid that we are going to cut off the tail of that A and you're not really going to be able to understand. So sometimes moving things just a little bit one way or the other is perfectly fine as long as it visually still looks good. So I think I'm going to move it just a hair to the left so that we don't cut off that tail of that A completely, but it does not look like it is unbalanced. So
Love
what
it.
I'm going to do now, let me I might also bring it, oh, I think I want to just bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've just brought it down, and we're just going to come back and we're going to align these. We're going to center them again. It's still cutting that off. I'm moving it right here. So what I'm going to do with the word obsessed selected, I'm going to come up here to offset. I'm going to create an offset. Now we don't need a 0.25. Let's start with a 0.1, and actually let's go down to a 0.05. And I think a 0.05 or maybe a 0.04. I think we'll go with a 0.04, and we're going to apply that offset. Now we're going to select that offset and then select the word crafting, and I'm going to slice, and then I'm going to get rid of these slice results. So now you can see when we zoom in, we can see the separation of the word crafting obsessed. And actually, now that we've done that, I want to try one more thing. This is the whole thing with designing. If it doesn't work one way, guess what? You can try it a different way. So I'm just going to hit undo. Hear me out. What if we come up here and we create more repetition?
Yeah.
Remember, repetition is one of those things. And let's just curve that crafting ever so slightly so that we can have a curve on that as well. If you decide to go with a curve here, that can create some harmony in your design, and you are taking the same pieces or the same elements or the same way of, I guess, aligning or putting things, and we're moving it through the whole design. So I'll create a front piece for this one, and we'll create one for this one too. So let me just go ahead and duplicate this. So this one, if we wanted to create that repetition throughout our design, here in the word crafting, we have curved it just a little bit. And let me even get my letter. Let's go up with our letter spacing just a little bit. Is the letter spacing going up? I can't tell. I think that will be great there. And then we're still going to do the same concept. We're going to come up here, create an offset. We'll do a 0.04. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see it a lot better. Now, because we've curved it, we don't have that issue with that A.
Ooh.
Now, with that offset and then, not that crafting, I've got a lot going on my layers panel here. We're just going to slice this, and then we're going to get rid of those slice results. I think that looks great. Now, if I were wanting to create, let's move this one. Let's bring it over here. And we're creating one that will kind of go with this. So with this design, we kept crafting straight. So let's go back up here to curve. Let's make sure it is at 0. And we may even, I think this is where I want it to live. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate our twinkle stars. Remember, creating repetition with your designs. And let's actually ungroup these. Creating repetition. We can do that here. And we're still going to create that kind of like, we still need to balance this a little bit. It's still not working with the overlap. So once again, I'm going to come in here to my offset. We're still going to create the 0.04. Same thing. We've got that offset and crafting. We're going to slice that out. We're going to get rid of these slice results. So we still create that, but now we can bring in like these little pieces here, and it fits a little bit more with this design. Do y'all see how these two are the same but different.
Yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, after you do that, we have one question that quite a few people have like kind of just asked your opinion on. When it comes to kind of the floating scissors. So people are been asking like, what if the scissors was touching the checkerboard, things like that. Um,
Okay.
what are your thoughts on that? Like just to give your input.
So if we were touching the checkerboard, I think what ends up happening is it looks, and the reason that I say that, if this, I keep picking up that square. I keep picking up that square. If this guy did not have that white right here, I would say, yeah, you can try to set it right there on top of the checkerboard. But
Right.
when he has this, when we move it down to be on top of that, and then we zoom out, do you see how kind of like disjointed that looks?
Yeah.
Now, if it was a solid piece here, I would say go for it. Let's say we just had a, let's do this. Let's bring in a shape. Let's just bring in a rectangle. Let's just say we had a solid piece here and it wasn't checkerboard. Just so you all can see and understand. And I'll bring that up just a little bit. We'll change it to white. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of that solid piece, but just for the sake of this, when we bring this down, it starts to look like it goes more, but still not great. Ooh, working with a trackpad and trying to teach is not really great. I personally don't see a problem with the floating scissors because, like I said, when we select that, if you were to put it on top of that, I just don't think that that looks right.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to give some input. So if you will save your design, I'll reload Design Space and take over for our crafting section. While
Well,
we're doing that, oh, go
one
ahead.
more thing they need to do. One
Oh,
more
tell us.
quick
All
thing
right, I'm
that we
jumping
need to
ahead.
do. If you want to cut this all out together, you need, so thankfully we have designed this to be underneath the 12 by 12. So if you want to cut it out all at one time, we can. We can actually make this a little bit larger. We can do 11 and a half, so closer to this one here. If you want to cut this all out in one piece, you will need to go back in there and attach everything together. If it is going to be an oversized design, I would cut all of these out separately and then lay them out myself. Um, I'll
That's
just
what
go
we're
ahead.
doing today. That's what we're doing today.
We're cutting them all out together or all separate.
Separate.
Okay. So for in that case, we don't need to attach it. You will need to attach these two though. The ones in the front, you will need to make sure that you attach these together. So just select them both, come down here and attach. Or you can come down here to combine and unite. Okay? So,
Y'all, if you don't have this new Maker's Gonna Learn Brayer, I mean, honey, it is everything to me. It's so good.
and that's it, guys. Now I'm going to toss it over
Woohoo!
to Tanner and he's actually going to make it.
Well, here's the thing. That is just like the intro to intro for
Intro
the
to intro
design
to intro.
certification. You're about to be blown away for all of you passive earners and NGLers. You're about to get access to the full curriculum and you're gonna be able to start digging into module 1, submitting your homework, doing all of that fun stuff. We're super, super excited. So what I've went ahead and done was I have this already cut out. So what Lauren was talking about was, we're gonna set this up ourselves. So we have our checkerboard, we have our little scissors guy, and then all we're gonna cut out together is all of our text. So super, super fun. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go over to the share screen. I'm going to go out to
Oh,
the
hold on just a
home.
minute. I need to save. I forgot
Yes,
to
save
save.
it. No worries,
Save,
no worries.
save.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Super,
Okay.
super
Now you
good.
good.
Okay,
Refresh it
perfect.
now.
So if you're ever using two devices, kind of like what Lauren and I are doing today, you always want to reload the device that you are switching to. And you can see once you reload it, you'll have your design right here. You can see it's exactly how Lauren left it for me. So I'm going to press customize and replace. And this is this the old one?
Mm-hmm. But it showed up on the new one. Just hit file and reload again.
Yeah. Maybe I just need to like click new. And customize.
There you go.
Oh,
What?
no. Maybe I'll just like leave Cricut Design Space and come back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I can actually see comments now, though, guys. So,
Yay. Welcome back, Lauren.
welcome back. Welcome back. I do see a lot of people are saying slicing the bottom of the scissors or the shadow or not needing the checkerboard. That is completely up to you. If you don't like the checkerboard, I do think that this design would be fine without the checkerboard and it would still feel balanced. But I do like that little element added in there.
Yeah.
But once again, you are in the driver's seat as the designer, but you do have to think about these different things when you are designing. That doesn't mean that you have to have every single element that we put in our design.
Right. Hold on one second. I want to grab the box because one of our students are asking us about the about if they have been a member for a while, if they get access to the visual design course. And if you've been a member for a couple of years, this year we rolled out something called MGL Plus, where you're able to get access to all of our courses. So we actually, a lot of feedback I've got for many years is that people, it's hard to keep up with everything we do. Well, what I wanted to do was make it super easy for you to get all my courses for the next year, grandfather you in at the lowest price possible, and give you the gift of a Makers Can Learn box. So I brought this back from Black Friday. You can upgrade today and become an MGL Plus member, and you're going to get all of my courses, all the past courses, all the future courses, all for one low price, as long as you stay an active MGL Plus member. So when you do, you get this box, which I'm so excited about. So inside here is our hot glue gun. That's where you get our brayer and so much more. So if you want me to open it up, if you have questions about it, let me know. We can talk about it later. But it's a great time to upgrade before tomorrow night. So yay, love it. Yes, Lauren's skin does look flawless. What's up with that? So awesome.
Y'all are wild. It's not always been this way. I used to have pizza face as a teenager.
So funny. Well, you're doing a great job. But what we want to do, y'all, you won by a landslide. Sadie, what was the percentage? Over 70% of people were saying this curve is the winner chicken dinner.
That's what I think looks the best, but some people won't like the little razzle dazzle. So I wanted to show you how you can do it both ways.
Listen, I think both of these are very, very important. I think they're super, super important. So what we're going to do, since I already cut this little guy out, I'm going to hide it. And my checkerboard, I'm going to hide it. Actually, I'm going to measure my checkerboard to make sure they're fairly similar before we start kind of going to town. Lauren's is 11 inches, 11.3. This one is, look at this. So this one's only 10 and a half. So what I'm going to do.
Then it was down back to the original size that I had it to begin with. So if it is 10 and a half, I would just move that, make it just a little tad bit smaller. That asked me about my next project.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is just size all of this down just a little bit. And then I'm just going to see what size this becomes now. Checkerboard. So this is 10.77. I'm going to size it down just a hair more. And we're probably right on the money. Yep, perfect. So it is going to be awesome. And since we already cut out our checkerboard and our awesome little scissor guy, I'm going to be done with you. Bye-bye. And we're going to cut out all of our text. So all of our text is here.
You may want to check the size on that front pocket square, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it's really big.
I did not size it
No, it's
properly.
okay.
I
It's okay.
wanted to
It's
make
okay.
sure everybody could see it.
Yes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna size it to about 4 inches wide. So hold on, let me
Just get rid of the square.
Yeah, we don't need the square. Once you get to like sizing and stuff like that, we're gonna size it down just a hair. That'll be perfect. And then look, so what you're doing is you have this is what our mat's gonna look like. We're gonna have in my crafting era, crafting obsessed, and ask me about my next project. So when you have this here, you can now click make it, and it's going to be on the mat. We're gonna press confirm, and we're just gonna set this up. So I wanna save the most amount of material. So look, I can like manually move this around and be like, hey Cricut, I'm in control. I'm saving my material the best. This is how it's gonna look. So you can press continue. Yay! Becky, if you are in MGL Plus, your membership, if it renewed a week ago, you get this. So you're super, super, super good. Oh, you said before the box announcement. Well, email us, hi@makersgonna.learn.com. And then what we're going to do is use Everyday Iron-On. It automatically turned mirror on. I love that feature.
I love that.
I do love that. So what we're going to do, come over here. Can we just look at this chocolate? Look at this beautiful chocolate sweatshirt we're using
today. Ooh. Trend alert, in case you all didn't know, chocolate brown like that has been big,
obsessed.
But it's getting a lot bigger.
Yeah. So while this cuts out, what I'm going to do is press the play button. But while that's cutting, I'm actually just go cut this as well. So I have these ready to go. And while that is cutting now, what I'm going to do is get that mini easy press, which if you were at my live yesterday, or I guess I have my big heat press back here. So let me turn on my big heat press. You know, if you're a professional, I'm so excited. We just made a big announcement that we are switching heat presses. So definitely be tuning in. What temperature should I hit this at, Lauren? Should I check my reference guide? What do you think?
Off the top of my head, I would think 350.
Perfect.
325 to 350. But give me just a second, I'll tell you exactly.
Yay! Perfect. We're on cotton. We're gonna set that. We're gonna do 30 seconds.
It says on, I'm assuming we're using Caesar Easy Weed. It says 305.
305. Okay, maybe I was a little too aggressive with my temperature.
Well, no, I told you 350, but I was just obviously dyslexic.
It sounds right.
I mean, you bake almost everything at 350. Why wouldn't you put HDD on at 350?
Right? Oh, I swear I am messing all this up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're heating up our heat press. I'm so excited for the other ones that I am working on, and it's so, so good. Okay, so if we join MGL Plus this year before the announcement, do we need to contact Makers to Learn for access to the course? Absolutely not. You get it as a gift. I think some of you can't believe that you just get our new courses being an MGL Plus member. So it's added to your courses. You can log in. If you have any issues, let us know so we can make sure your account's all good. But head over to courses and you should be able to access it. So, oh my gosh, Tanner's hair is getting so long. Listen.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't look like much.
I have not seen you in like 2 weeks, but what in the world, Tanner?
I skipped a haircut, y'all. My in-laws talked me into skipping a haircut.
I think you skipped multiple.
I want to get a perm, but my future brother-in-law, who has been the one to get perms, his mom's who I want to perm it. He's like, no, I'm not. I think I got my last perm, and I asked him, I was like, why are you saying it's your last perm? And he told me, he's like, well, it damages your hair. I'm like, well, duh. Like, I just cut it off. Like, whenever I'm done.
So it's just so like bleaching your hair.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Yeah, I still think I'm gonna perm it just because, well, I got some products. I'm going through a reinvention right now. I don't know if y'all knew this, but I'm becoming a new person, new style, new hair. So I don't know if I need to learn how to style my hair or get a perm to then be able to do it. But yeah, I can't believe it's getting so long. I haven't grew my hair out like ever. So anyway, fun fact, someone asked if I'm new to Cricut, is MGL Plus a great place to start? And the answer is yes, yes, yes. We are the number one place to learn how to craft better, whether you're a new Cricut owner, whether you want to learn to design, Canva. We teach all of it, so we're the perfect place to be if you want to craft more and be a happier creative. So yeah, I love that. Great question. Okay, let me get out my weeding tool. And if you join today, you're getting lifetime access to the files and you get this amazing box, almost $200 of value. So yay!
Okay, Tanner, I want to tell you something while we're on the live.
Okay,
About
Lauren, tell me, honey.
I ordered something for our studio.
Uh,
Per Ashley's per Ashley's I won't say instruction, but per
recommendation?
her influence.
Oh, what was it?
I got us a glassboard studio glass
Cutting board?
board with
Shut
the
up.
magnets, and it's there.
Shut up. Where is it?
It should be. It said it was delivered.
Well, I don't know if you were on, I don't think you were on air yet, but I walked into the studio, honey, and I said, what did I say to you? What did I say? We have been having bad vibes in the studio, and I do not love the studio compared to our old studio. So I had a meeting with Brooks yesterday. I said, Brooks, I don't like the way the co-host table looks. It feels like we're in a basement. I texted him last night. I'm like, I don't know why, but like the cameras don't look as good as the old studio. So like we are going to spend the first half of the year or the first month like making it really good, like being in love with our studio. And I'm so happy you said that because I totally agree that we needed that. So thank you for
And
being.
it's a different color, so it can be,
Oh,
we can show, like, stuff can show up on the white. But anyway, I ordered it color coordinates with the Maker's Gonna Learn colors. I think I got a light blue
yay.
glass mat with like pink magnets.
Yes,
But
love it.
that made me think about that because I watched her weed HTV or vinyl, taking it off the mat, slapping it on that magnetic glass board like
Mm,
it was nothing.
that's awesome. Just to let y'all know, your boy is struggling to weed over here. Like, what is y'all? I may have to recut all of this. What in the world? This is why I can't talk to you when I'm trying
Okay,
to.
I'm hushing.
No, it's not your fault. It's mine. Okay, hold on. Let me see what I can save here. I have got myself into a pickle. Somebody did ask about my perm. It would be a perm to like make it curl. Yes, I didn't know you could perm your hair to relax it, but no, I want it. I want some texture. Right, Lauren? Is that what I want? I don't know.
Yes, yes, you want texture. Although you do have some natural curl to your hair,
I
not on the top, it's just on the
do.
sides.
Yeah. Yeah, some of my hair feels pretty thin. But it could just be where I wear a hat all the time. Okay. Ooh, Lord.
I'm just
Oh,
being quiet.
oh my. Oh my. Okay. Okay. This is a lot of text, and I think I just got a little pool happy. So I'll show you where I messed up, and we can talk about it if I can save it or not, just so that you all are aware. I think this whole middle part is gonna have to be redid. Yeah. This text is really thin, for better and for worse.
Yeah, it is.
Which is fine. What I'm gonna do again is I'm gonna cut it with more pressure. Like when I'm peeling this up, it shouldn't be pulling. Do you see everything that's pulling? That isn't normal, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna cut it again with more pressure, I think. But I did make a mistake. Um, in my crafty era, I messed up the R. So if you look here,
Oh, you were just pulling too quick.
I was just pulling, yeah. So that was my bad. That was like totally a Tanner Bell mishap. Um, and if I was more careful, I would have been able to catch it. But I literally noticed it right away. So I'm still gonna use this piece just because, you know, it will look just a hair off. And we're doing a sample today. But this middle part is gone. She is gone, honey. Like there's no coming back. So what I'm gonna do is just weed all these little pieces, which I will tell you, I was more worried about this line down here, and I totally forgot about like the front pocket when I started weeding the top. Like, wasn't even paying attention. So that's on me. But look at all these little pieces. The pin tool is perfect for this, but I also, you know, can use just a regular weeding tool at any point as well. Y'all, getting ready for our big event tomorrow night. I am having an IV come to my house. I'm having some IV therapy because I am freaked out. Everyone around me is dropping like flies. Lauren is an example of this. My family, like we've just all had like a little cough. My friend Blake, who's been staying with us, he like couldn't get out of bed one day, and I'm like, oh Lord, like I just cannot afford to not be functioning. So I'm really excited for like an immunity IV. I've been taking some liquid vitamin C. My sister-in-law is a NICU nurse, and she takes it, and she says she doesn't get sick. So it's really chunky, and I'm just putting it in, and I don't drink, but I just take a lot of shots of vitamin C. And it's really thick.
Denise is asking how Blake is doing since you
Oh
are.
my gosh, Blake is living it up. He's at Yale Divinity School, which sounds like an alternate universe if we're being very honest. It's pretty intense. He's having a pretty tough semester. But yeah, after this, he wants to do a PhD program, and he'll be pretty much set if he can get through this next year in his career, which is super, super exciting. So he's starting to feel like it's coming together. I don't know how many years a PhD program is, but it's multiple years, but you get to work at like whatever university is there. But just with the political climate, a lot of the people there are just so close to it. So it makes it really hard. You know, we are blessed to be down here in good old East Tennessee. So we're in our own little world. But when you're close to like everything happening and like all the school funding and stuff is being taken away and whatnot, it just feels a little bit more intense. So I think it's a nice break for him to be out and like, you know, having a little break, and then he'll dive back in. He's going on a school project to do some community service work in Puerto Rico. So he's living it up. Look at this. Okay. So look at all of our pieces. Okay, I'm gonna recut my last little piece, and then we're gonna have this awesome In My Craft Era shirt. Thanks for asking, Denise. Okay.
I do want to say, if anyone is having issues with the course, please be patient with us. We know that there are a few issues. We're working those out.
Listen, our web
if
developer
Yeah.
has been, after so many years of a great partnership, has moved on to some other clients, and we're in the middle of transition. So just be extra patient, but we'll make sure you all are well taken care of. So what I'm going to do now.
Go ahead.
Oh, hold on one second. So let me just show you. We are going to, I was going to see if I could turn that off, but
I think you're going to have to cancel it.
yeah, so we're just going to delete these out and then press make again on the mat. And look at this. So after you click continue, everyday iron on, that mirrors automatic. So good. So good. Yay. Awesome.
If you are a PES member, you do also have access to this course in Circle. You don't have to just go to the Makers Gonna Learn website. If you are a PES member, you have access to this visual design course in Circle.
Yes, we've added its own Circle like area to keep your like process seamless. So yes, ask your coach. We'll make sure you're set up as well. So today I'm having a grande cold brew, splash of 2%. And we're just living it up. I'm about to go for a little run. We're having so much fun at the office. If you are in Passive Earner Society and you didn't watch the replay call of our Cha-Ching Challenge today, it was our celebration call. It was so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat our shirt up. We're just gonna get a few seconds to preheat on each side. That's beautiful. I'm gonna probably open up the box and show you the t-shirt roller and like why it's valuable. So what we'll do is just prep this shirt. Beautiful. So good. Okay, so I've got my shirt over here. We got to do a little weed-in, and then we'll be off to crafting. So I'll always cut this out first. Oh, I forgot to do more pressure. Y'all, I wanted more pressure, but now I'm just gonna be patient. I'm just gonna be a patient guy, okay? This is my tip when you're weeding something, to not put your hands on the mat. Just move it like this. Put it in the lot and always find a corner to start with. Okay, perfect. And then we'll go this way. Yay. All right. Look at that. This is going so much better. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Go slow. Go slow. See, I'm trying to go fast. Yeah, you got to go slow. If you're new to Cricut, you always want to go slower than you think.
I do want to let you know.
Tell me.
Your head is in the way.
Listen, y'all, I'm prioritizing the quality.
I know you are. I know you are.
Love y'all, though.
I'm just telling you.
Thank you. Take a look. Take a peek. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, this is looking really good. All right, any questions to the visual design course? Any questions to the box? We've brought it back. We have less than 20 spots for the box. If you want to add a year of your membership to get it, it's a $200 value, or you can join today for your first time and join the Makers Learn family. We'd love to have you. Okay, so look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh.
Beautiful.
So good. We love it. Y'all, one of my friends' friends came to Etsy Effect, and he wants to get his business more on Etsy. So he did the workshop, but after I talked so much, and like he watched all of my classes, he made me a hat that said love it, love it, love it. I've got to wear it on a show very soon so that you can see it, because it is an amazing hat. So just get ready for that. So
it's really good.
It's awesome. I just got it this weekend, but I've had a picture of it for a while. So if you add a year of your membership or upgrade to MGL Plus today, you're getting the amazing box. It goes away tomorrow at midnight, or 20 spots, whichever happens first. Inside here, you get your Happy Crafting. You get your hot glue gun, which is a mini hot glue gun, but it's larger than the average mini hot glue gun. You're gonna love it. It's wireless. It's USB-C. It comes with hot glue gun sticks. It's awesome. And you're also getting the brayer. You're also getting our awesome burnishing tool, another weeding tool, some brand new paintbrushes never before released. But you're also getting our tried and true t-shirt roller, and you're getting our silicone mat, which I love. So super, super awesome for y'all. But I want to talk about this today because I'm going to actually use it for today's project. So let me just open this up. Oh my gosh, Kara, I do need a shirt that says but. I say that all the time too. So, okay, so this is a t-shirt roller. I don't know if you've ever used one. I find them super helpful because I like to put it like right here or right here and just know that it's already like 3 inches down so I can start working. But I'm going to use it today for something a little bit different, which is more of the pocket. So I want to set up my pocket and I want it to be right about here. So what I do is I know that I want it to go in, like here's, if the center's here, then I know the end would want to be like around 3 inch. And then this looks pretty good. I also like to go by where the pocket is. So Lauren, how is this looking to you?
I think this looks good. One thing that you do have to be aware of when
I
you
like to,
are
let's go to the main camera too.
making, huh?
Oh, I just wanted to go to the main camera just to kind of see how it looks. What size is this today?
I would actually
This is
go
a
up
large.
a little bit. Listen, call me crazy. When you are putting a pocket design, you almost have to put it closer in and higher up than you would ever think.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your design is going to fall underneath like your arm.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's almost like 2 to 3 fingers over from the center.
Yeah. So I moved it up just a little bit, and then I'm using just a little Teflon. We're gonna go press, and it really won't even take 30 seconds, so it'll be a little bit less. So yay, love it, love it, love it, love it. Kara, email us, and we'll see what we can do, my friend. I forget what you said. Oh, you sliced it. Yeah, you need it.
10 to 15 seconds is about how much you need to go on some HTV.
I know. I'm just talking and living. I'm living my life, Lauren.
I'm trying to keep you in check.
Oh, honey, this looks beautiful. Are y'all ready for this reveal? Oh my goodness. Boom, boom, boom.
Great.
Cha-ching
Love
obsessed.
it.
Are you cha-ching obsessed? I'm a cha-ching obsessed. Okay,
That's
so come overhead with me, and we're going to kind of use now the back of the shirt, you can also use the t-shirt ruler. It's not as important. I will tell you a t-shirt ruler is made for the front, but you can use it if you want. I also will recommend about 2 or 3 inches from the top as well. So then you can come in and start building your design. So you can see here in my crafty era, then I can come in with my next design. You've got to make sure to trim all of the things so that it's not touching. So like I might have to, let me just do that. So I'm not worried about it. So look at this. So I'm just trimming all of this off. I'm trimming this. Because I'm doing this in one press, I think. Maybe 2, but hopefully 1. And then what I'm
The
going to do...
only thing that I'm telling you guys, like Tanner said, make sure you trim. Always trim as close as you can if you are going to do it in one press.
Yeah, this is a more advanced skill, I would say. Don't feel like you have to do this in one press. If you're like, Tanner, I'm stressed out, I don't want to make a mistake, it would be easier to do it, cut it off, to do it in multiple. So in my crafty era. Okay, y'all want to know another tip? This is one of my favorite hacks. So if you ever want to see the middle of one of these, line up the edges of the letters, right, like so. And then just with your finger, find that middle and pinch, and then middle and pinch. So then once it opens up, you can see exactly where that middle is. You can line it up with ease, and I'm not even stressed if that's the middle or not. So there's that. Then I'm lining this up, making sure that it's not like with the plastics. I'm going to look at it.
Now you can overlap the plastic if you overlap the plastic over top of what's already been laid down. Yeah. But not to the point where your HTV touches that plastic.
Correct. Okay, so then we're just going to make sure this is all good. Okay. Lay this here. Hold on, we have a new camera where I can kind of see what I'm doing, which I love. And then what I'm going to do now, see, I can line that up because this plastic can overlap with that plastic. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because it looks pretty good, I need to like see it from here. So like looking at it like this, I don't know if you all can see this, but I think I need to move the checkerboard over to the right some. Lauren, I'm going to hold it up and you just confirm that.
Okay.
I think that's what I need to do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh.
That's part of. Grab you some of that tape and tape that down. It's behind the press.
I do need. Oh, we moved it. Listen, Lauren's not been here for 2 days, and this studio is gonna look brand new.
Honey, behind your press. You were looking behind the Cricut.
Oh. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm here all day. Oh yeah, this looks much better. Well, I will tell you, the more that I look at it, the more I don't like that little circle under that little guy. Okay, let me look at it again. Lauren, tell me what your thoughts are. I think it's looking pretty good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love it.
Love it. Oh. Okay. I'm going to set it in my press. Go get it lined up. Okay, where's my Teflon? My Teflon. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to press it for like 15, 20 seconds, and then we're going to be good. Y'all, you just got to see such amazing designing, such amazing crafting. I love this. Those of you who are coming to our intensives, got this one, Cha-Ching Obsessed, and asked me about my Etsy shop, Passive Earner Society. I love this sweatshirt. I made the team design something that I was like, I would actually wear. So thank you all for, enjoying a minimalist retro sweatshirt, which is so fun. Oh, I did 30 seconds. Whoops.
Well,
I was too busy talking. Okay. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Y'all, people forget how fun an amazing HTV project is. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Turn off my heat press. Beautiful. Okay, are y'all ready for this?
You ready for this?
Crafting Obsessed. This is adorable. In my crafty era, so good. Ask me about my next craft project. So awesome. I
love it.
Do you prefer the chocolate brown or do you prefer the black? Let me know in the chat. They look kind of similar. Let's go overhead. You can see black or chocolate. You can see over here in my crafty era. And on this one, you can see, ask me about my Etsy shop. So both of these, super fun. I love both of them. So it's awesome. So yay, love it. I am super excited for all of you to be able to rock it. So yay, love it. Oh my gosh, Michelle, welcome. You convinced me, Tanner. Just finished signing up for MGL Plus. Yay, I'm so excited that you got your box, my friend. So awesome. Black, chocolate. Listen, chocolate's in this year, y'all. Also, I've been asking Sadie, this sweatshirt, this hoodie, I've been having issues with. It kind of shrank. And I just got it last year. And now it's like this layered look. Lauren, I need your opinion. You're older than me, Lauren. The young are saying that the layers are in. But every time I see it, I'm like, let me just tuck in my shirt.
I will say a layered look is what is trending right now.
The young
but if you want my honest opinion, I think that layered look would be better if you cut the band off the bottom.
I'm not making it look any shorter than it is. So funny.
The guys these days are wearing their little men's cropped shirts. That's what the youngsters are wearing.
My
you have to decide, are you a youngster or
not?
My
muffin top is, we're right there at the muffin top, honey.
You don't have a muffin top.
Do what?
You don't have a muffin top. I said, you know what I said. I don't have to say it again.
I sure do, honey. I sure do.
Whatever. Yes,
Crazy.
everybody's saying the 90s layered is back. It's been
What?
back.
Listen, I need help. So I'm getting a new hairstyle. I'm getting new clothes. I'm about to, like I said, I'm gonna be a new person this year. I'm making a vision board tonight. It's gonna be epic. I'm teaching all of our passive earners and everyone that comes to Etsy Effect my year planning class on Friday morning. So it's so good, so good. Ooh, would love the charcoal gray Tanner's wearing. I love this. It's super fun. Super awesome. Where do you get your shirts? We get them literally everywhere. You can get them off Jiffy. We'll run to Hobby Lobby. We'll get them at Target. All over. So good. So super fun. Lauren, you crushed it with the design. I loved the lesson. I loved all of it. It's so good. So we are loving it. Are y'all ready tomorrow? I mean, Lauren, we're giving everything away in the kitchen sink.
I
Like,
know.
y'all better be there 7 o'clock Eastern to 10 o'clock Eastern. We're going big for our amazing New Year's Eve event. So you're invited to win giveaways. We have an amazing award ceremony. We have classes, crafting, giveaways. It's going to be epic. We're pulling out the spinner and we can't wait to celebrate New Year's with you. So join us 7 o'clock Eastern. In the meantime, grab your MGL Plus membership so it gets you the box and grandfather you in on all the goodness. And it's going to be so awesome. So buckle up, be ready to hang out with us tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be awesome. Lauren, anything else?
I think other than that, if you have not gotten your NBL Plus membership, go ahead and grab that, because if you thought that this was a lot of information about designing and
Oh,
you're not
honey,
even ready, that
not
visual
even.
design course is worth the MGL Plus membership period. On top of that, you also get the box, so definitely make sure you go
Yeah,
grab that.
so incredible. Well, we cannot wait to see you all tomorrow evening, and it's going to be epic. So we'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, and have an amazing day. And I cannot wait to bring in the new year with you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.